Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a full set of acrylic nails. So the first thing that I'm doing is just going in and pushing back those cuticles to help with reducing lifting. After that, we're going to go in and file the nails to remove the shine from the natural nail. And during this step, I am using my e-file at 8,000 RPMs, and this is the Melody Susie Canon e-file. And of course, I'll be sure to leave all of the links to every single product that I'm using down below. If I forget to mention anything, feel free to comment down below and I'll be more than glad to send you the link right away. So again, we're just following the entire nail, so going around the cuticle area, working my way around from the right side, going all the way over to the left side, and then just following the rest of the nail. And then I also file the free edge of the nail to just cut down on the length. So up next, I'm going to go in with the KDS glue to apply my 3XL Coffin nail tips, and then I'm just going to let y'all hear how excited my client is about these nails.
These drag your nails on the wall on like that. I'm going to wait to see it. Yeah, these the drag your nails on the wall nails. They the literally, I bet you they the same length that I used to ask Natalie to cut the other ones. I bet you. And if they is, I'm not cutting them. I got my mind made. I'm just gonna struggle.
Y'all, when I say she was so excited about these nail tips, because before I started using these nail tips, we used to have to glue 2 nail tips together to make them super long for her, because she's one of my clients that get her nails really long. So she absolutely loved these Coffin nails. So make sure you go check them out on my website, y'all. They are available on there. I also have the square ones, which are also absolutely beautiful, and the stiletto ones. So again, make sure y'all go check them out so you can have your clients feeling like mine. So anyways, now we're just gonna go in and trim them down. She wanted them trimmed down like literally just a tad bit, and then after that I'm gonna go in, and I'm not gonna shape them up because of course they're already that coffin shape. So I'm just going in and blending the middle of the nail where the natural nail and the tip meets. I'm just blending that in right in the middle just to make sure that we get rid of that little ridge that, you know, is right there where the nail tip is. So just going in with my e-file at like 6,000 RPMs, literally just following the nail tip. And then after that, I'm going to dust the nails off, and then we're going to go in with the acrylic, which I'm going to be using the JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush. We're going to use the number 16 acrylic brush by Alpha Brush, and then of course the primer by JC Beauty Concepts. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave the link down below if anyone is interested. But this is my all-time favorite nude acrylic. It goes so well on everyone's skin color. So the first bead that I'm going in with is the one in the middle, placing it right in the middle where the natural nail and the tip is. Very gently patting it down, and then as we're patting down, we're going to start brushing down towards the tip. And so usually for the most part, I try to stick to the 4-ball method, which I'm pretty sure you guys know if you've been watching my videos for a while. And so I place it down, like I said, pat it down and then brushing it down. The next bead I place right below that one. Same thing, patting it down, and then whenever I like hold the finger down like that, is so the acrylic would just naturally run down the nail. And so what I'm doing right now is just building my thickness at the tip, and then I'm gonna work my way up towards the cuticle. And then that way it's like as we're applying our acrylic, we're naturally building that apex, and so we really don't have to do much work, and then our nails end up nice and smooth. So next I'm applying the third, well technically this is the third one, so I'm placing it closer to the cuticle area. Very gently patting it down and then brushing it down towards the tip. Of course, we still see a gap around the cuticle area, so I am going to go in and apply some more. But of course, we want to apply the acrylic on the nail as close as we can to the cuticle, but not to where it's actually on the skin, because then we will get lifting. So I'm giving you guys a very close-up view so you guys can see how close I'm placing it. And then I kind of just push it in there where we see those little gaps, and then very very gently brushing it down and just blending it in with the rest of the nail. But y'all, when I say you gotta be so gentle when you're applying this acrylic, like you really gotta be gentle, because if you pat too hard, I feel like that's what causes the acrylic to dry fast, and then that's what creates your bumps and lumps. So as you guys seen, we pretty much did the 4-ball method, and we're gonna continue to do that on the rest. So same thing, placing my first bead right in the middle where the natural nail and the tip meets. I hold the finger down for just a second to let the acrylic just run down the nail, and then I start patting and just basically moving that acrylic towards the tip of the nail, because like I said, I like to build my thickness at the tip first, and then as I'm going, just working towards the cuticle, and so it just naturally creates your thickness at the tip and your apex, which are the two most important things when doing acrylic nails. Because if you don't have a nice thickness at the tip, your nails will be really thin and they will break off easy. And then if you don't have an apex, then of course your nails will also break off really easily because they don't have any strength. So next we're going in with the third bead, y'all, I can't talk today, placing it closer to the cuticle area, very gently patting it down, and then making sure that if it gets on the skin, we wipe it off immediately, y'all, because once that acrylic get on the skin and if you let it dry, it's gonna be hard to get it off, especially if you don't have a drill, y'all. Like, it's almost impossible, and most likely you will get lifting, especially if you're a beginner. Of course, there's people out there that don't use an e-file and they're able to do nails perfectly, but I know for me, like, if I get the acrylic on the skin, like, it's pretty hard to take it off, unless, like I said, I use my e-file, which I do, but just don't get it on the skin, period, or try not to. So if you do, just go in with the tip of your brush and just clean around the cuticle area. But even then, when you wipe around the cuticle area, of course, wipe your brush off on a paper towel first, and then with the very tip, just go all around that cuticle area. And you don't want to push the acrylic in, because then it's gonna push it away from the cuticle. You're literally just kind of wiping around it, if you guys can kind of see exactly what I'm doing. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm just gonna continue to do the same thing on the rest of the nails. And if you haven't tried out this 4-ball method, just give it a try and see how it works for you. I know, especially as a beginner, there's people out there that, just kind of go in and add acrylic wherever, and they don't really have a certain technique that they go by. So if you're one of those people, I would definitely suggest giving this a try and just kind of see, what works for you. And this would be the same technique that I use whether the nails are shorter or even just itty bitty. Like, I, of course, just work with less product when the nails are shorter. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys continue watching, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, so we finished applying the acrylic on all of the nails, and this is what they look like, y'all. Definitely flawless. They're all super nice and smooth. We have a nice apex, we have a nice thickness at the tip, and they are literally so perfect, y'all. So anyways, now we're gonna go in and redefine that shape. And basically, you know, they're already that coffin shape that we want, but after applying the acrylic, it leaves those rough edges on the side. So we just want to go in and redefine that shape. So following the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle. And we're just going to do that on all of the nails. Alrighty, so up next we're going in with the fine tapered drill bit, and we're just gonna file all of the nails, as always filing around the cuticle area, going from the right side all the way over to the left side, just going back and forth, and then of course filing the rest of the nail to make sure that everything is nice and even, which as you guys seen, my acrylic was already nice and smooth, but I still like to go in and just basically even out everything after I filed the cuticle area. But whenever you're doing this step, y'all, you want to make sure that you get as close as you can to that cuticle area, because if not, you will get lifting. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit closer. So same thing, going from the right side, just work your way all the way around to the left side. And then also, if you guys can see, like I'm holding the side of my client's finger with my pinky, or like I'm positioning my pinky on their finger, and that just gives me stability. So as I'm filing, I'm able to control my e-file at all times, and so I'm really able to, you know, just get as close as I can to that cuticle area to help with preventing lifting. So Just a little reminder that if you are struggling with lifting, lifting comes from a number of things, whether it's not prepping the nail correctly, which means that you're not pushing back the cuticles right, or you're not removing the shine from the natural nail all the way, which that one is very popular or very common. So you want to make sure that you fully remove all of the shine from the natural nail. Another thing is not applying the correct size tips, whether you applied them too small or too big. That will cause lifting, because then water will get trapped underneath your nail. And then another thing is not filing the nail correctly. So you want to make sure that you just kind of pay attention to those things as you're doing it. But right here, we're just going in and buffing all of the nails. This is just going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. And then also with these nails being so long, or just anytime you're buffing, you want to make sure that you just position your fingers underneath your client's nail. That way it doesn't cause too much, like, you know, it basically you don't want the nail to wobble around. So just gonna do that on all of the nails, and after this we're just going to dust the nails off. I'm gonna wipe them off with an alcohol wipe, and we're gonna go in with the nail art. Alrighty, so we're just wiping the nails off with an alcohol wipe, and y'all look at how pretty that color is. The nails are just absolutely flawless. So for this set, I'm just gonna go in and do a whole bunch of charms. I did have this kit with the charms available on my website, but it's no longer available, so I'll leave the link down below to the ones that I got from Amazon, which are exactly the same, and it comes with a whole bunch of different ones. So again, I'll leave the link down below. And so I'm basically just alternating the charms, and then I am curing each nail in between, because the charms, they are just a tiny bit heavy, and so if you don't cure them, the charms will start moving around. So again, make sure that you cure each nail in between, you know, each one. And so for like 3 nails, I'm going to be doing charms all the way down the nail, and then on the other 2 fingers I am going to be switching it up. And then also the hard gel that I'm using to apply these charms is available on my website. It's just my hard gel. And then for this part right here, for the smaller stones, I am using the Soleil nail adhesive. And again, I'll be sure to add all of the links down below so you guys can go check out all of the products that I'm using. Alrighty, so last but not least, we're going to be applying a heart on this one. And then after we've applied all of the charms, I'm going to go in with the Apres gel top coat, applying that on all of the nails around the charms, and then curing this hand for 60 seconds. And y'all, when I say she absolutely loved this set, like she's been wanting it for a while, but she was waiting for the perfect moment, and this was definitely it. And it was perfect with a whole new set. So here is the final look, y'all. They are absolutely beautiful. I know it may be a lot for some of you guys, but she loved it and I loved it, and that's all that matters.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at GetNail32, and I will see you guys next time.